Welcome back. So today we're diving into the AI bubble and how it's quietly impacting the hardware market. It's not just about the big picture economic fallout. It's the supply chain shockwave impacting your next computer purchase. Everyone is talking about the GPUs, and NVIDIA, but there is a massive bottleneck forming in the background. And the latest sign, Sandisk jacking up prices by 50%. And Sandisk is a leading producer of NAND flash memory chips. These chips are the fundamental building blocks for modern digital storage. Their flash memory is used, everywhere in a massive array of products, including memory cards, SD cards, micro SD cards, used in phone cameras, drones, everywhere. In short, Sandisk is a foundational supplier for the entire digital storage industry. When their prices move, the entire global supply chain for computers, phones, servers, and embedded electronics feels the impact. Here's the headline. So we have Sandisk reportedly jacks up flash prices by 50%. Why? Because memory makers are cashing in on AI-fueled demand. When you hear about companies like OpenAI wanting to spend $1.4 trillion in capex expenses, you're thinking GPUs, but what about the rest of the computer? To make that $40,000 GPU work, you need a computer around it, motherboards, processors, RAM, and most importantly, storage. So the price increase isn't limited to the actual drives you buy. Sandisk is a key fab for these NAND chips, and they sell to all the other drive vendors. When a major supplier's price hike like Sandisk's 50% flash increase, that is going to cause downstream companies to pause shipments and reevaluate costs. A company's gross profit is calculated as revenue minus cost of goods sold. That is going to give you the gross profit. So for a drive manufacturer like Transcend and InnoDisk, the NAND flash chip is the main component for their cost of goods sold. So if Sandisk suddenly increases the chip price by 50%, the manufacturer's COGS goes up dramatically, and previously calculated retail or contract price is now likely too low to turn into a profit, or it might even result in a loss. So the manufacturer is now caught in a gap. They don't know the future price. Is this one-time hike, or will it go up another 20% the next month? They cannot afford to sell at the old price, so selling new product built with 50% more expensive chips at the old price guarantees a loss. This is a structural shortage. Therefore, to protect their bottom line and avoid selling inventory at a loss, companies, take these steps. So 1, pause shipments. 2, reevaluate quotes, and then anticipate upward momentum. So in a sense, when a key input cost is massively in flux, the company cannot calculate its required profit margin, making it impossible to confidently set a selling price. And the only safe financial move is to stop selling until the new cost is known and a new profitable price can be established. We are in a capitalist system, so price is all about supply and demand. When you have an AI companies with essentially limitless bank account buying every product that comes off the assembly line, so the price for the rest of us is going to go up. We have already seen this with RAM prices skyrocketing by 50% to 200%. Now it's flash storage. So manufacturers are dedicating more lines to cutting-edge memory for accelerators, leaving commodity segments like consumer SSDs and mainstream DDR4 short. So for individual consumers, it is going to suck if the price of your laptop is going to go up by 50%. But the bigger question is for technology, decision makers. If you're buying 1,000 or 10,000 computers at a time, you have to ask, do you need to pull forward your refresh cycle? Some hardware like OEMs are only getting 70% of what they order, and that hardware is fragmented, 70% memory, 70% CPUs, which means, the actual shippable product could drop to 60% or even 50%. The alternative, how do you extend out the life expectancy of your equipment? Most computers today can realistically run for decades. This forces a critical business decision. Do you plan and resource for massive refresh cycles every few years, or do you plan for massive amounts of maintenance to support older equipment? So the AI bubble is a bubble, and everybody can know it's a bubble, but it can take a long time to pop. Don't assume prices will come down tomorrow. This irrational market state could be, going for another 6 months, another year, or even 2 years. What do you think about Sandisk jacking up flash prices by 50%? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.